Hello dear students, in previous class we have solved the problems from knowledge check 6.1. Today we will discuss the next topic, that is Venn diagram, and through Venn diagram how we will represent the sets and how we will show the operation of sets through Venn diagram. That we will explain in this class. Okay, so Venn diagram. Okay, what is Venn diagram? Venn diagram is one type of diagram through which we can represent the set and we can show the operation of set. Okay, so Venn diagram is one type of diagram through which we can represent the set as well as we can show the operations of set. So that is known as Venn diagram. Okay, and in Venn diagram we use a rectangle. We use a rectangle to show the universal set. Suppose this is the rectangle and this is representing the universal set. Okay. So this is xi. We represent universal set as xi. So this portion, inside portion of this rectangle, this is known as the universal set. Okay, it means here all the elements will be present. This is universal set. Okay, now and suppose A and B, two sets are given, A and B, then the sets are represented in the form of circles. So if you want to represent the set, then you have to make a circle here. So this will represent a set. Okay, so through Venn diagram, rectangle is showing the universal set and this circle is representing a set. The given set, suppose the given set is A. So A is the set, this is the circle, this is representing another set. Okay. Now, first thing, if you want to represent two disjoint sets, okay, or overlapping sets, then how will represent? So try to understand what is Venn diagram. Venn diagram is one type of diagram where through which we can represent the sets. We have represented the sets in set builder form or roster form. Okay, and this is the another representation of set through the diagram. This is known as Venn diagram, where one rectangle will be there, and this rectangle, inside portion of the rectangle is the universal set, and inside this if you draw a circle, that will represent a set. Suppose two sets are there. This is set A and another set is there. Suppose this is set B. Okay, this is set B. Clear? So these two sets are said to be overlapping because see this. Here, this is set A and this is the boundary of set B. So this part is overlapping. This part is overlapping. That's why we say that these two sets are overlapping sets. And in roster form, I told you that if at least one element is common between two sets, then we say that these two sets are overlapping. And in diagram, if boundary of one set is intersecting the boundary of other, then we say that these two sets are overlapping because this portion of set A and this portion of set B are coinciding or overlapping, you can say. Not coinciding, only overlapping. So that's why these two sets are said to be overlapping sets. Now how will represent disjoint sets? Two disjoint sets, how will represent? I told you in set builder form that disjoint sets are two sets where no element is common. So if you want to represent disjoint sets, then you have to draw a circle like this. So this is set B. Okay. Now see this. They are not overlapping. So no element will be common between these two sets A and B. Okay. So that's why they are disjoint. See this. They are not overlapping. So these two sets are said to be disjoint. Okay. So in this way we will represent disjoint set. Okay. Now subset. How will represent subset? Suppose a set is here inside A. This set B is inside the set A. Then we say that B is a subset of A. Because this A is containing this whole set B. It means all the elements of B are present in A as well. Okay, that's why we say that B is a subset of A. So in this way we represent that B is a subset of A. Okay. Now some operation. Through Venn diagram we will show some operations. So first operation we know that is union of two sets. So how will represent union of two sets? Suppose these two overlapping sets are there. These two sets are overlapping. Okay, this is set B. Now union means the set where the element belongs to either A or B. Means all the element will be included without repeating. Okay, so it means you have to shade all this portion that is bounded by these two sets. So this is the representation of A union B. So this is the representation of A union B. Okay, A union B means whole the part that is bounded by A and B, that will be shaded. Okay, so we have shaded all this part that is bounded by A and B. So this is known as A union B. Okay. Now next operation, this is union. First operation, union. Second, intersection. Intersection of two sets. Intersection of two sets. Suppose two sets are there, A and B. A and B. These two sets are there. Okay, and intersection means we know that the elements that are common between these two sets. Okay, now see this. In this diagram, which part is common between these two sets? This part. This is the part of A as well as B. So this is the part. So this part is of A as well as of B. So this is the common part. This portion is common between A and B. So that's why we represent this set, these two sets, and we shade this portion, and this is representing A intersection B. Okay. So the common part occupied by the set A and B, that is known as A intersection B. So this common part is representing A intersection B. Now next operation, that is difference. Third operation, difference. Difference of A and B, means you have to represent A minus B. First we are representing A minus B, then we will represent B minus A. Okay, so these two sets are there, A and B. Okay, we have to represent A minus B. A minus B is the set where the elements belongs to A only, not belongs to B. Okay, so A minus B in set builder form you can say that A minus B is the set where the elements belongs to A only, not belongs to B. Okay, so this part, the element belongs to this part. Because if you consider this part, this is the part of A as well as B, but A minus B is the set where the element only belongs to A, not belongs to B. So this is the part, you have to shade this part. Okay, so this part is representing A minus B, because this is the part where the element belongs to A only, not belongs to B, because if you consider this part, this is the part of A as well as the part of B also. Okay, so that's why this part you have to, from A you have to subtract this part, this intersection portion, that intersection portion. Okay, A intersection B, this part will be excluded from A, then you will get A minus B. Okay, now come to represent B minus A. B minus A. Okay, so in set builder form we can say that B minus A is the set where the element belongs to B only, not belongs to A. Okay, so here B minus A will be this part. B minus A is this part. Okay, so here the elements belongs to B only, not belongs to A. So we have excluded the intersection portion from B, because this is the part of A as well as B. Okay, but B minus A is the set where the element belongs to B only, not belongs to A. So that's why this part is excluded. So from B you have to exclude the part that is common. It means A intersection B. From B you have to exclude A intersection B. Then you will get B minus A, this part. Okay, so this is the representation of B minus A. So these are the representation of sets and the operation of sets of two sets. When two sets are given, if three sets are there, then how will represent their union, intersection and all these things. Okay, before that one more thing is there, complement. How will represent complement of set. Suppose a set is here, okay, this is the set A. Suppose you have to represent A complement. So this is the set A, and we know that complement means except the elements of that set, all the elements that is present in universal set, that is the complement of that set. So complement of A means the area except this area that is bounded by the set A, that will be the complement, means this portion except A, all the portion that will be shaded. So this is the area that is universal, that is A complement. So this part is A complement. So leaving the area of A, all the parts present in universal set, that will be A complement. Okay, so this whole area except this, okay, so that is representing A complement. Clear? So leaving the area of A, all the area that is present in universal set, that will be A complement. Okay. Okay, so for two sets we have represented and we have shown the operations. If there are three sets, okay, so representation of three sets. Representation of three sets. Suppose three sets are there. One is this set, this is the second set, and suppose this is the third set, A, B, C, and this is universal set Xi. Okay, here three sets are there. Now if you want to represent A union B union C, A union B union C, okay, so A union B union C means all the elements of A, B, C we have to include in this union. Okay, it means the area bounded by all these three sets, that will be shaded. It means this will be the representation of A union B union C, means the area bounded by all these three sets, that will be A union B union C. So this is the representation of A union B union C through Venn diagram. Okay, so this is A union B union C. This is the representation of A union B union C, because in this union you have to consider all the area that is bounded by all these three sets. Okay, so this is union. Now intersection, how will represent intersection? Intersection. Okay, so this is the universal set Xi, and three sets are there. So A, B, C. Now you have to represent A intersection B intersection C. Okay, it means the area that is common for A as well as B as well as C. Okay, so you have to represent, you have to shade the part which is common for all these three sets A, B, C. Now see this part, this portion. This is part of A as well as B as well as C. So this is A intersection B intersection C, because this one is part of A, this one is part of B, and this one is part of C as well. Okay, so this is A intersection B intersection C. The shaded part is representing A intersection B intersection C. Okay. Now come to next topic, that is cardinal number. What do you mean by cardinal number? Cardinal number of set is telling that the definition of cardinal number is, the cardinal number is defined as the number of elements. Cardinal number of a set is defined as the number of elements present in a set. Okay, suppose one set is here. Suppose a set is here, A equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, and we represent the cardinal number as number of A. Number of A means, cardinal number of A means number of elements present in A. So this is the representation of cardinal number. Okay, n of A means the cardinal number of A, set A. It means the number of elements, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So cardinal number of A, that is equals to 6. So cardinal number of a set is defined as the number of elements present in the set. Okay. Now through Venn diagram, through Venn diagram, how will find the cardinality of any set or operation of set? Suppose two sets are there. Set A and set B. Two sets are there. So you have to represent, you have to find the cardinal number of, suppose, n A union B. Okay, you have to derive a relation, that is cardinal number of A union B. It means in A union B, how many elements are there? Number of elements present in A union B, you have to write here. So how will write? So suppose it is given that three things are given. Now element in A is given, element in B is given, and element of A intersection B. These three things are given. Then you have to derive a relation. Okay, suppose n of A, then plus n of B. If you consider number of element in A and number of element in B, and we are adding, so when you are considering number of element of A and number of element of B, then this portion is coming. When you are considering the number of element of A, then this portion is coming, because this is the part of A, number of element of A. So this portion is coming one time. Again, when you are considering the number of elements in B, again this portion is coming. So again one time. So two times number of element of A plus number of element of B. In both the case, this portion is coming. Okay, so we are considering two times. So this portion we are considering two times. When you are considering number of element in A, then this portion is coming. When you are considering number of element in B, then also this portion is coming. So this portion is coming two times. This portion is coming two times. This portion only. Okay. So, but you have to consider only one time, because we know that no elements will be repeated. If you consider two times, then elements will be repeated. Number of elements also will be repeated, but we can't repeat. So only we have to consider only one time. So minus two times is excluded. Two times are excluded here. Sorry, included here. Here this common part is included. Here also this common part is included. Two times included. Okay. So one time we will subtract. So this portion is known as, this portion is what? We have represented this one already. This portion is known as intersection of A and B. A intersection B. This portion is A intersection B. So it means you have to subtract number of elements present in A intersection B. So one time you have to subtract. Understood? Try to understand very carefully. Number of elements present in A. means this total set A we are considering. So this part is coming, this intersection portion is coming, and when you are representing, we are taking number of element in B, then also this intersection is part in coming. So this intersection part is coming 2 times, but for cardinality you have to consider only 1 time. So 1 time we have subtracted, that is this portion is A intersection B. So number of elements present in A intersection B, that part we have excluded. Clear? Okay. Now next thing. From that relation we can write another relation, that is, if you take this n A intersection B in left hand side, this is minus, in left hand side it will be plus. So n of A intersection B, that will be equal to, now take this one in right hand side. So n of A will be remaining same, n of B minus this A, cardinality of A union B is positive, in right hand side it will be negative. So two relations we have got, cardinal number of A union B equals to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of n intersection A intersection B, and cardinal number of A intersection B is equal to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of A union B. These two relations are very important. It will help you to solve the problem. So you have to keep in mind these two relations. Okay, more relations are there. Okay. Suppose these two sets are there, A and B. If you want to find the cardinal number of A minus B, through Venn diagram we represented A minus B as this part. This is A minus B, means the element belongs to A only, not belongs to B. So this is A minus B. You have to shade this. So this part, shaded part, is representing A minus B. Now we have to find the cardinal number. So how will represent? So at first cardinal number of A. Now cardinal number of A means this total set A, but in A minus B is this portion. So this portion is excluded and this portion is A intersection B. So from the set A you have to subtract A intersection B, means minus cardinal number of A intersection B. Okay, and in case of A n of B minus A will be means this part. B minus A is this part. It means from B you have to subtract this intersection portion, means it will be cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of A intersection B. So through Venn diagram it is very easy to understand. Okay. So cardinal number of A minus B means this shaded part. This shaded part is the part of A excluding this common part. Excluding this common part means A intersection B. So cardinal number of A minus B means this part is equals to cardinal number of A, means total A minus this common part minus A intersection B. And in case of B minus A also, n cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of A intersection B. Okay. Next, suppose only one set is there. Suppose a set is there A. This is the set A, suppose. If you want to find the cardinal number of A complement, cardinal number of A complement, then what will be that? So A complement means this part, this whole part, except the area bounded by A, this whole part. So this whole part means total total rectangle, area bounded by this rectangle, that is xi, universal set. So from the universal set, if you subtract this area bounded by A, then you will get A complement, because A complement is the area bounded by the rectangle except the area bounded by A. So what we can say? Cardinal number of xi minus, from xi you have to subtract the area bounded by A. So, cardinal number of A. So, cardinal number of A complement equals to cardinal number of universal set xi minus cardinal number of A. Okay. Now, if you want to represent A union B complement, if you want to find the cardinal number of A union B complement, so A union B is this set. So cardinal number of A union B complement. Okay. Cardinal number of A union B complement. So except A union, this is the part A union B. So leaving this area, whole this area will be A union B complement. Okay. So A union B complement is the area bounded by the rectangle or the universal set except the area bounded by A union B. Okay. So what we can write? From xi, from the area bounded by the universal set, if you subtract this area of A union B, then you will get A union B complement. So it will be cardinal number of xi minus cardinal number of A union B. Okay. So cardinal number of A union B complement equals to cardinal number of the universal set minus cardinal number of A union B. So in this way you can find the cardinal number. Through the Venn diagram, it is very easy to find the, at first you will represent the given set, okay, and in which conditions they are disjoint or overlapping, that you have to see. Okay. After that you have to consider the, and which for which set you have to find the cardinal number, that you have to see, and in this way you can find the, by using this formula, that is n of cardinal number of A union B, that is equals to cardinal number of A plus cardinal number of B minus cardinal number of A intersection B. So all these formulas, all these relations that you have to use and that you have to keep in mind to solve the problems in next knowledge check, that is knowledge check 6.2, that will be started in next class. Okay. Till then, read the book very carefully and try to understand the Venn diagram, what is Venn diagram, and how to represent the sets through Venn diagram, and the operations, how to show the operations through the Venn diagram, and for 2 sets, for 3 sets, and the cardinal number of sets and the relation of cardinality between or among the sets, that you have to understand. Okay, next class we will start knowledge check 6.2. Thank you.